Imagine a moment of sheer astonishment and joy at the Atlanta Zoo as the staff witnessed something truly extraordinary. A much-loved panda named Lundland, who was part of an important program to protect pandas, started an adventure that would leave everyone stunned. With excitement building up, nobody could have imagined the astonishing surprise that was about to happen. Pandas on the brink of extinction. Pandas, with their endearing appearance and mischievous nature, have captivated the hearts of people worldwide. Regrettably, these beloved creatures face the threat of extinction. The primary factors contributing to their decline are deforestation and illegal trafficking. Recognizing the urgency of the situation, zoos have initiated programs to promote panda reproduction and population growth. Around 1,600 pandas live in the forest naturally, with 300 in shelter homes, predominantly in China. However, their numbers remain alarmingly low. The Atlanta Zoo in Georgia decided to contribute to the panda population in 2013. They chose Lundland, a 16-year-old panda from the Shenzhou research base of panda breeding in China, to participate in their program. Lundland, known for her love of climbing and sleep, was brought to the zoo along with a male panda named Yang Yang. Lundland had already given birth to 3 healthy cubs, making her an ideal candidate for reproduction efforts. The complexity of panda reproduction. Pandas have a unique reproductive process, with a narrow fertile window of only 2 days per year. Natural mating between pandas poses challenges, including the need for specific chemistry and a pre-existing bond between the animals. The male panda must also possess the necessary libido and experience. Pandas bred in captivity are often inexperienced and nervous when it comes to mating, as they have limited exposure to natural breeding behaviors. Given that pandas breed only once a year, their mating process is relatively simple. To increase the chances of successful conception, the Atlanta Zoo's team of zookeepers decided to utilize artificial insemination. This method had proven successful at the London Zoo in 2013. The process involves obtaining healthy male sperm and inserting it into the female panda's body using a catheter. By taking DNA samples from Lundland and Yang Yang, the zookeepers ensured a controlled and monitored reproductive process. The challenge lay in identifying the ideal time for insemination. The zookeepers monitored the estrogen levels in the female panda's urine for an entire year to determine when they were at their peak. Once the female panda was in heat, 2 options were available, allowing natural mating or proceeding with artificial insemination. Natural mating required the right chemistry between the pandas and the male's capability to perform. However, due to the challenges inherent in natural mating, artificial insemination was chosen as the more reliable method. A miraculous pregnancy. After the artificial insemination procedure, the zookeepers anxiously awaited the results. They carefully monitored Lundland for signs of pregnancy, as pseudo-pregnancy is common in pandas. Hormonal changes alone were not enough to confirm conception, necessitating additional tests. To confirm Lundland's pregnancy, an ultrasound was performed. The veterinarian saw tiny feet growing inside her belly, a heartwarming indication of the impending arrival of panda cubs. News of the pregnancy spread like wildfire, filling everyone with hope and joy. The zoo staff diligently ensured Lundland's well-being, keeping a close eye on her throughout the gestation period. Pandas have a gestation period of 3 to 6 months. Lundland's pregnancy lasted 4 months, during which she exhibited typical symptoms such as decreased appetite. The World Wildlife Fund, WWF, states that loss of appetite is a common sign of panda pregnancy. Another telltale sign is the shredding of bamboo into small pieces, which Lundland diligently did to build a nest near her due date. The zookeepers took great care in creating an environment that supported Lundland's natural behavior. They provided chips, bamboo leaves, and other plants for her to construct her nest, replicating the panda's instinctual tendencies even within a captive setting. The arrival of twin cubs. The zookeepers prepared for the birth of Lundland's cub by placing a camera in her enclosure to document the joyous moment. Finally, the long-awaited day arrived. Lundland went into labor, immediately starting to build her nest. Within minutes, she gave birth to a nearly hairless, blind baby cub. The attentive mother picked up her precious newborn and began licking it clean, exhibiting all the qualities of a promising new mother. However, Lundland wasn't finished yet. To everyone's surprise, she started pushing again as if she were about to give birth to another cub. The astonishment grew as she delivered a second tiny hairless cub. The ultrasound had shown only a single fetus, making the birth of twins an unexpected and delightful event. The twin cubs, born at 7:20 a.m. and 8:07 a.m., weighed as much as a stick of butter and were pink, hairless, and blind. Although twins are not unusual for giant pandas, they are at higher risk of disease and illness compared to single cubs. This vulnerability arises from having to share nutrients both before birth and from their mother's milk. Additionally, panda mothers sometimes neglect one cub to focus on the other. In anticipation of this possibility, the zoo staff had already made plans to care for and raise the second cub themselves. However, Lundland proved to be an exceptional mother, nurturing both her precious babies.